Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of August 6th, 2023. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from beautiful Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And we're in a particularly intense and transformative time right now. This is the retrograde high season. There are currently 4 planets and Chiron retrograde, and now Mercury has entered its shadow period, preparing to go retrograde and join the party. So Mercury is a planet of communication, and when it enters retrograde, it tends to point out where we haven't been listening and paying attention. So during the shadow phase, we start to get little clues as to what we've been ignoring, putting off, or even refusing to pay attention to. And often we think of retrogrades as a horrible time, and that's not necessarily true. Retrogrades turn our attention to the past and can actually be cosmic grace periods when we can finish up projects and all the things we've started that are unfinished. The prefix re means to go back, and retrogrades are all about the re words. Old lovers and friends and past issues can resurface, giving you a chance to reconnect or revise. Retrogrades can be useful to resolve arguments, to revisit ideas, research things, or renew a commitment. Retrogrades also slow things down, giving us an opportunity to reflect and reassess. Everything is slowing down. Job offers might take longer. It might take longer for mail and packages to be delivered. It may take longer for you to finish projects. Also this week, the retrograde of Venus, which is currently in Leo, it hits its peak. Leo is a sign associated with confidence and self-assuredness. And during Venus retrograde in Leo, the emphasis is on our self-worth and our self-love. We're reevaluating how we value ourselves and what we think about ourselves. Do you believe you're worthy of money, love, and a happy life? Are you making a positive contribution to the world? All of our insecurities are coming up for review and healing. Ultimately, this leads to a more positive self-image and helps us align with our purpose. But when we're going through it, it can be a little painful. Venus is about love, relationships, and harmony. So when retrograde in Leo, we're reevaluating our romantic relationships. And this may involve some past unresolved issues coming up again. It's time to work through any problems that you have ignored or swept under the rug. It's also when we get clear about what we want out of relationships, all of our relationships, with our friends, our coworkers, our neighbors. We're breaking away from any relationships that aren't good for us. And because Venus is also associated with beauty and Leo has a flair for the dramatic and style, your personal style is up for review too. Your style and how you present yourself to the world is changing. Maybe it's time for a new haircut. I'm getting one tomorrow. Some new clothes that are different than what you've been wearing. It's time to switch up your look. And remember that retrogrades can be very positive times too. We get projects finished up. We upgrade our style. We get rid of relationships that aren't working for us. And we get an opportunity to figure out what the hell we're doing with our lives and to heal our insecurities. And the 8/8 Lionsgate on Tuesday helps with healing. The Lionsgate portal is an astrological phenomenon that occurs every year between July 26th and August 12th, and its peak is on August 8th. The numerology of 8/8 and the sun reaching the halfway point of Leo, which is the peak of Leo energy, has made August 8th the day we celebrate the portal. This also happens to be the astrological midpoint between the June solstice and the September equinox. So during this time, the sun aligns with the star Sirius, which is considered our spiritual sun. And this cosmic alignment creates this powerful portal that fills us up with super high frequency energy. This high vibing energy brings new beginnings. And often these new beginnings are dramatic. So during a Lionsgate about 30 years ago, I was working as a manager at a mortgage company, and I went in to talk to my boss and quit that day. That was my intention. And about an hour later, they offered me a job at 3 times the salary to move to Dallas and open up half the country for lending. So that is an example of how quickly things can change this week. Spiritually, the 8-8 Lionsgate opens our chakras and helps us to let go of whatever is holding back our spiritual growth. Whether that's toxic relationships, outdated ways of doing things, and anything that we're doing that downgrades our true purpose. These transformative times, they're exciting. It's really exciting right now. They offer incredible positive movement in our soul growth and our life fulfillment, and the process can feel a little turbulent and scary. So make sure you allow yourself some downtime. Rest. Unplug. Don't engage in activities you find superficial or draining. It's okay to say no to things you don't want to do right now. Slowing down also allows you to receive psychic downloads. The high vibing Lionsgate energy opens our crown chakra, which is how we get these downloads. Downloads are new ideas. They're aha moments. Downloads are knowings, and they help us have clarity. And one way we block downloads is by overthinking and overanalyzing. So the slowing down, resting, and unplugging helps us stop overthinking and allow the 8-8 Lionsgate energy to bring us this clarity and soul growth. So also be aware that this powerful energy can make you a little anxious, moody, maybe suddenly sad, and then like blissfully happy 5 seconds later. It can also make you feel really fatigued on all the levels, physical, emotional, mental, even your soul level. So if you feel exhausted, if you're emotional, you're having trouble sleeping, or you're just simply sensing that for some weird reason things just don't seem quite right and life is not the same, remember to take time to recalibrate and nurture yourself during this somewhat jarring transition. And remember, everything, and I mean everything, is happening this month for our highest good. So thank you, Retrogrades. Thank you, 8-8 Lionsgate. Thank you for the push we need to move forward. And that's it for the week. I am posting an 8-8 Lionsgate spiritual practice tomorrow. It's a pay what you can and takes a deep dive into the Lionsgate on a more spiritual level with astrology, tarot, guided meditation, some channeled messages. I'll post the links on social media and send out an email about it. You can also find it on my website, Abundology.com, on the spiritual practices page. So as always, thank you for listening, liking, sharing, subscribing, and passing this podcast on to a friend you think may find value in it. The Sweet Pea Art Festival is happening this weekend in Bozeman. So today I'm going to go check out all the booths and find some new art for my home. Spruce things up, change up my style a little bit. So have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you again next week.